total quality management, effectiveness, assurance, efficiency, statistical quality, producing statistics. Yeah? All your time could be invested in it. But in the same time, you need to improve the way you are doing things. You have to improve the effectiveness and even the efficiency of your production processes. Yeah? And in order to improve the final outputs. So you should invest some time, which could be from 5% to up to 20% as in the private sector. Performance for whom? The first performance is for the users of the client. Huh? So it is for the statistical users to do the right statistics, to produce the right statistics on time. This is the performance expected by the statistical users. The second performance could be for the shareholders or hierarchy. Produce statistics in the right way. This is according to the allocated resources, which are limited, according to the procedures, according to things like that. This is efficiency. Measure, analyze, and improvement. You should be able to measure or to know what is the satisfaction level of your users. You should meet them. You could also carry out surveys based on a sample of users in order to know to what extent they appreciate what you did deliver to them. Needs and expectations of users. You have to, as best as possible, to identify what are the current and future needs and expectations of the statistical users. And this could be called marketing in the private sector, but in the public sector, this is only how to identify through meetings, through face-to-face interviews, through sometimes surveys. In the case of for the general public, you have to try to identify them. Then, according to your current resources, staff, resources, budget available, you should define or decide what you want to produce. And to do that, you should know what are the satisfaction criteria. But again, it's subjective. It's difficult to quantify, but even on a scale of 0 to 10, to what extent are you satisfied with the accuracy of our data, with the quality of our relationship, to our accessibility, our responsiveness to your request? How far are you satisfied with? Remind you what was the question. So, in order to achieve the quality we have planned, we should manage performance. We try to address the gap between what we actually achieved in terms of quality, time, cost, and what is actually perceived by my users, beneficiary, client, as you want. The satisfactions relies on the gap between the initial expectations of the users and what they perceived about what you have really achieved. As a statistical organization, you could try to measure what you really achieved in terms of statistical information service. You are able to measure the freshness of data, perhaps relevance or not, coherence, surely, timeliness. You can't rely only on the quality you have delivered and you have measured. And sometimes you can't measure it all. You can measure perhaps the accuracy of the data, the reliability of your data, the completeness of your data. You could measure also the timeliness or the freshness of your data, or the quality of the relationship you have with your users, because the final quality is not only the statistical quality, but also the quality of the whole service you have delivered. So you have two worlds, the subjective world of the statistical users, with the two quality, expected quality and the perceived quality, and the objective world of the statistical organization with the quality planned or planned quality and the achieved quality, what has been really achieved. The aim, the purpose of the statistical organization is to try to bridge this gap between the quality really achieved and what they initially planned. Service continuity. If I provide you with regular statistics, and one day I stop it. You will be very disappointed, and I won't meet your needs, your regular needs to produce, I don't know, a lot of things, planning and things like that. Okay, so when you commit yourself to produce regular reports, regular indicators, regular statistics, you are committed to provide them regularly, on a regular basis. And disruption in this production could have a huge impact on the user satisfaction. Promotion, you achieve a certain level of quality at the end, final outputs. And you are not sure that the statistical users are aware of all the efforts or investment you made in order to improve the achieved quality. So again, you have to communicate and promote again. Communication, communicate in order to get to know better your users. Who are they? What type of users, different categories, etc. And what are their needs and expectations? And you have to update this because the needs and expectations are always changing, evolving. So you have to know this and to detect any change in them.
Total quality management concepts, user is one important part, but also how we ourselves are producing the statistics and every step in the process. Adoption of the total quality management principles was a way to make sure that we produce statistics that our users want and needs. The dissemination of the statistics is very important. It's the way for the statistics to be used, and without use of the statistics, we don't need the statistics. So the website, mainly the website, is the most important part of our communication, the statistics. We have organized it in that way that we have one person working with the quality issues at Statistics Sweden, coordinating all the work. The responsibility for being a part of the quality work at Statistics Sweden is decentralized to all levels of the organization. I think that the developing countries has one opportunity, and that is that they can cooperate and they start in some way from scratch, that they can develop their systems within the same steps, so they can help each other to develop themselves, and also to make sure that there will be comparable statistics in different kinds of countries. And when you are in a developing phase, you can do that together, and then you have this harmonization done much more easily.